It's about to be a Brat summer.
A beat by Joby, feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, cause I'm a star and they can't hold me like I'm Kobe in the fourth. Yeah, nothing is ever forced, we headed straight to the source.
Charli XCX is back and ready to get the clubs pumping, or should I say bumping, this summer with her brand new album Brat. This comes after dropping Crash in 2022. Crash was met with, I would say, a medium response. I personally enjoyed it, but the discourse on the interwebs was that she traded in her, her unique transcendent sound for more of a safe traditional pop album, and people didn't like that. What Charli promises on Brat is that this is an album that she always wanted to make. However, when an artist says that, you can either expect one of two things: an absolute banger, or something that is only enjoyed by some as it just may be too experimental for a general audience. Now, between her self-titled album and How I'm Feeling, I felt like it would be really hard for Charli to top these two albums, but somehow she did it. And she did it with absolute confidence. Let's talk about how I think about the overall sound of this album. I am a man of few words. I know I'm very introverted, and the one word that comes to mind when I listen to this album is perfection. This is a club banger album, and all the tracks follow the same theme of being that club, the atmosphere, gets the blood pumping, and it just fits perfectly together and flows really well into each other. You got your hyper pop party songs, and you got a few crying in the club songs, and somehow they just all mesh well. Charli reconnects with A.G. Cook, which I think is a perfect combination. She also works with some other producers on the album. Her main collaborator is A.G. Cook, and I just love whenever they work together because they just get each other. It's not like Taylor Swift and Copycat Jack, you know what I'm saying? This is something that's actually unique. I think having Von Dust 360 Club Classics and B2B as the lead singles were a really good choice. They definitely set you up for this album and what to expect. However, what really sets this album apart from her previous album is that while the production is top notch as always, it's her deep lyrics that really makes this amazing. Charli has grown so much as a lyricist, and that is very apparent here. Songs like Sympathy Is A Knife, Girls So Confusing, and So Why are songs that speak to real life experiences and just makes you put your feet in Charli's shoes and just feel that raw emotion. Now, when it comes to albums, this is going to be something I want to introduce to the channel. I want to review the first 3 songs and the last 3 songs because when it comes to albums, I feel like how you start off and how you end is super important. Brat starts off with 360, Club Classics, and Sympathy Is A Knife. And I probably couldn't have asked for a better way to start this out. We've heard 360 and Club Classics beforehand as they came out as singles. They're the perfect songs to get you in that party mood. I think it starts the album off really strong. 360 is definitely one of Charli's best openers. However, it's not next level Charli level. I think Next Level Charli is her best opener ever, and I don't know if she could ever top that. But these first 3 tracks really keep you interested and want you to finish up the album, and that's all you can ask for. You don't want to start the album off boring because at that point, why finish it? Even if there's good songs and the rest of it, it's like I had to work through to get there. I don't know. Not me. It's like watching a TV show. If the first 3 episodes is whack, I'm not finishing it. So let's talk about my favorite songs. First up, Sympathy Is A Knife. I freaking love this song. It's about Charli having this uncomfortable relationship that's not really a relationship with a girl who's sort of around her, not really around her. Many have come to say it's low-key about Taylor Swift, and I get that feeling too. It just makes sense because, Taylor Swift dated Matt Healy. Charli is engaged to George. They're both on the band 1975. They must have crossed paths at some show at some point. So it just all makes sense. This song, is a good song. It talks about Charli's insecurities, having this girl around. Taylor Swift is like a mega pop star if it's about her. So it really makes sense. It's a vulnerable song, but it's also hidden in these club beats, so it's just really great stuff. My next favorite song is So Why. And look, I love ballads. Y'all gonna learn that quickly on this channel if I didn't say it before. I just love a slow song. So this song's about Charli's friend and producer Sophie, who tragically passed away a few years ago. I believe Charli did not get a chance to sing about her in Crash, so she does so here. And this song is it's a tearjerker. It's super sad, She gives Sophie her flowers, but talks about how she was kind of pushing her away a bit because she didn't want to disappoint her when it comes to her music. And this song is so beautiful. It just shows you how much Charli has grown as a lyricist because she pulled from these experiences in her life and put it together in a song, and it's just something you kind of expect from someone like Billie Eilish, but it's coming from Charli, and that just shows her growth. And like I said before, this is a beautiful song, and if this song ever plays in the club, we're gonna all be crying together in the corner because why not? So I mean, it's a beautiful song. And then last up of my top 3 favorite songs is gonna be Girls So Confusing. Jumping into Girls So Confusing after listening to Soul I is a nice transition. You know, it starts off slow, kind of continuing that slow I ballad type of song, but then it jumps into this like electro pop mode, and it just goes crazy from there. So this song is about her relationship with Lord. That's confirmed. You know, this is not like a rumor like Taylor Swift one. They even made a remix together talking about, you know, their relationship. And I love the remix so much because it's two of my favorite artists growing up in high school. Like, I first listened to Lord, which really got me into like this modern pop, and listen to Lord let me listen to Charli. So it's kind of crazy for me that they both united on this remix to make a song together. I was just like, wow, 15-year-old me is just going crazy. However, you know, on the album is not the remix, it's the OG version, which is still amazing because it sets up the remix so well. This is another song that shows Charli's lyrical ability. She's not really dissing Laura in the song because when you listen to it, it's like, girls are so confusing and like that's what she's kind of saying. Like, you know, relationship with other girls sometimes can be complex. Any friendship could be complex. So it's just a really good song. Just love the dynamic that she has here. And on the remix, the back and forth with Lord was just perfect. And, you know, I ride for both of them if they care. So when it comes to my least favorite songs, I don't really have any. I mean, to be quite honest with you, like the way I've been hyping up this album so far in the video, you know, how could I have a least favorite song? I think everything is good. I love everything here. And when I listen to Brat, I listen to the whole thing. I don't pick a few songs. I don't shuffle. I go straight through, listen to all of it, and it doesn't get me bored at any moment. So we talked about the first three songs, but how about the last three songs? I think the last three songs closes out the project perfectly. Couldn't really ask for a better way to end the album. Starting off with I Think About It All the Time. That comes after all that hyped up pop music besides So Why, and it's like a really slow song from Charli, and it digs deep into a real life issue in terms of like being a woman in the pop culture. So Charli digs down deep to talk about, you know, slowing down in life because she saw one of her friends have a kid. She met the kid and all. Like she just sees this potential of motherhood comparing to her Korean lifestyle. Like this is something that we all think about growing up. It's like, how would having a family change our lives? And it's especially something that's important for like women in the music industry because like having a kid effectively changes their career, which shouldn't be that way because like a guy could have a kid and it'll just be like back to normal. But whenever a woman has a kid, it's like, oh, you know, this is thing put on them, they're a mother now, blah, blah. And like, oh, the career might slow down or this and that and the third. And it's like, it's so unfair. Charli even states this in an interview in like how the pop world, which she's in, you supposed to showcase like the sexy free style, and that's kind of what she showcases in her music, her videos, and all like everything that she does. Like her brand is like being sexy and free. The industry puts a pressure on you to do that kind of stuff, and it's kind of sad that she just can't do that, but also be a mother. And the way the industry works is just like kind of just puts this pressure on them that it doesn't really need to be, doesn't need to exist, you know. So yeah, I think About the Time is a really great song of like the last three. One thing I find really funny though is like how it goes from that to 365, which is like the ultimate club party song talking about bumping it, which you know what it stands for at this point. Like 365 all day long, and that's just like, I want to be a mother. I want to start a family too. Maybe I just want to party all the time. It's just like a funny contrast, but it just shows Charli's mind, how Charli's mind works, and just such a unique mind. Like she could do it all. Like really, she could. Like pretty much what I took from that song and Brat in general is just like enjoy life, live in the moment, and what happens, and you just go from there. And that's kind of how I feel listening to Brat. That's what I think a Brat summer is. Just enjoy your time, enjoy the summer, enjoy life. What comes next will come next, and we'll deal with it when we get there. But for now, let's live it up. So for things that I wish was different, as I mentioned before, I don't really have any least favorite songs. So when it comes to here, I don't have anything that I wish was different. Like, I think everything was great. Like, really can't change a thing. So you probably know where I'm going with this, but I'm going to give Charli XCX Brat a confident 10 out of 10. And like I said, I think this is a perfect album. It's a cohesive sound. There's really no faults to it. I think it's easily Charli's best album now, and that's really tough with self-titled and How I'm Feeling, because those were really two strong back-to-back albums, and somehow, some way, I don't know how she did it, she topped them. And it's a credit to her songwriting here, because those two albums also have really good production, but what they might not have is her strong lyrics, and that's where Brat really shines. So thank you for watching In My Bag, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think about Brat, and if you're going to be having a Brat summer or a Brat fall, or a Brat winter, or a Brat spring, or a Brat summer, or a Brat fall, or a Brat winter, or a Brat spring. I think I'm gonna do all of them. See you later, guys.
A beat by Joby, feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, cause I'm a star and they can't hold me like I'm Kobe in the fourth. Yeah, nothing is ever forced, we headed straight to the source. No